Are you ready? Because the latest episode of Are You Sure? Isn't just content, it's the clearest glimpse yet of how Jimin and Jungkook actually live side by side. Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Moments. In this episode, we're diving into a series of moments that, honestly, are way too intimate, too natural, and too them to ignore. From Jungkook calming Jimin by gently stroking his head, to Jimin dropping himself into Jungkook's lap without hesitation, everything looks like pieces of real life between two people who have understood each other for years. And interestingly, this episode is only part one. There are still so many hidden details, spontaneous gestures, and why was the camera on during this moment? Scenes that we'll be breaking down one by one. Ready? Then let's jump straight into the most heart-stopping moment first. The newest Are You Sure? Episode featuring Jimin and Jungkook once again gives us moments that are so close, so natural, and so undeniably As always, every scene feels like a small door into the dynamic of two people who have long understood one another. And what's interesting is that this episode doesn't just show sweet moments, but also spontaneous behaviors that reveal how comfortable and dependent they are on each other. This is most likely just the first part, because there are still many details waiting to be discussed and translated. But let's start with the part that caught the most attention. After that extreme activity, Jimin looked genuinely terrified. Jungkook, who is naturally drawn to adrenaline-filled activities, calmly balanced Jimin's anxiety. Jimin usually joins only because Jungkook enjoys doing it, and that in itself is one of the softest things about their relationship. Jimin always makes room for the things Jungkook loves. In that tense moment, Jungkook reached for Jimin and stroked his head. It's no exaggeration to say that the scene looked like someone trying to comfort the most important person in his life. Warm, sincere, intimate. Two people who, even surrounded by cameras and staff, seemed lost in their own little world. Jimin expressed how frightening the experience was. The mountains on both sides looked like they were folding in, feeling close and intimidating. Even so, he tried to see the positive side, that it was a challenge they could overcome. When they reached the top and saw the breathtaking view, Jimin and Jungkook completed each other's sentences. Jimin spoke softly, while Jungkook praised the scenery and, at the same time, complimented Jimin. The way Jimin looked at Jungkook in that moment, full of trust and calm, was one of the warmest points in the episode. Not long after, there was a part that shut down the rumor that Jungkook was forced to join this program. With honesty and zero pressure, Jungkook said he wanted to continue the Are You Sure? His tone was light, his eyes sparkled, and it was obvious he was enjoying the time with Jimin. So for anyone who doubted his willingness, this statement was the clearest answer. The next portion focused on Jimin's cat allergy. Even though he's allergic, the cats kept approaching him. As usual, Jimin couldn't bring himself to push them away. He continued petting them with that gentle smile, and Jungkook identified the different cats while playfully teasing him. It sounded like a simple conversation, but the whole exchange felt domestic. Like two people who live together choosing a pet. Then came the moment that echoed throughout the entire fandom. Jungkook saying, "I'll hold you." That sentence alone was enough to make anyone stop breathing for a second. Jimin, with a mix of nervousness and playful embarrassment, replied, "But don't hold my butt, okay?" Jimin, how unaware can you be of the camera? A funny moment followed when Jimin fell asleep, and Jungkook secretly took a photo of him. "Hey, you took a picture of me again, didn't you?" Jimin protested, half annoyed, half shy. "It was cute," Jungkook replied with a smile, one that was far too soft to be just a joke. Another iconic moment was Jungkook resting his head on Jimin, their heads touching, their posture relaxed, comfortable, and incredibly close. This wasn't staged closeness. This was the kind of comfort shared by two people used to sharing the same space, sharing silence, sharing warmth. It felt like a private moment we weren't supposed to see, yet the camera caught it perfectly. There was also a moment when Jimin held Jungkook's head, giving a small gesture of support, the type of thing a partner does when the other starts getting tired. Soon after, they switched positions. Jimin eventually leaned on Jungkook. What made it even more suspicious was Jungkook's expression. He made a small lip movement while staring at Jimin, as if trying to hold something back. Fans definitely know exactly what that means. There was another scene where Jungkook looked like he was about to hug Jimin from behind so Jimin could lean more comfortably. But then he suddenly stopped, as if remembering the cameras. Meanwhile, Jimin clearly waited, ready to lean in. Moments like these feel like small snapshots of their daily lives. Spontaneous, natural, unscripted. In another part, when they were almost leaning on each other again, Jungkook suddenly said Jimin smelled nice. A simple comment, but extremely intimate. It's not the kind of compliment you casually throw around. It's said by someone who is already very familiar with the scent of the person they cherish. Not long after, Jimin dropped himself right into Jungkook's lap. No hesitation, no awkwardness. He did it as if Jungkook's lap was his natural place. Jungkook looked relaxed too, as if he was very used to Jimin's weight resting there. It felt like watching two puzzle pieces fitting perfectly together. The cooking segment became one of the highlights because it showed their domestic dynamic. Jungkook kept looking back just to make sure Jimin didn't hurt himself with a knife or fire. Jimin, who woke up earlier, quietly chopped onions and garlic to surprise Jungkook. Even though the surprise got exposed, his intention was clear. He wanted to help and lighten Jungkook's work. After the meal was done, Jimin only asked for a little. But Jungkook, without a second thought, gave him the entire portion. Jimin looked shy and confused, while Jungkook looked happy simply because Jimin ate his cooking. The next scenes. Well, anyone who watched knows exactly what happened. Their body language said far more than words ever could. And of course, the emotional climax, the moment they fell asleep. Jungkook rested on Jimin's arm so comfortably that it looked like a habit. After waking up, they talked about their dreams, small, quiet conversations that usually only happen between people who are deeply close. When pieced together, the episode feels like a collection of small proof of a closeness that has grown with time. With all the sweet moments, meaningful silences, and natural reflexes pointing toward each other, it's clear that their connection isn't something that can be faked. This kind of closeness only forms through years of trust. Trust that doesn't have to be spoken. If this is just part 1, we're definitely going to need time to process everything. And that's the compilation of moments from the newest Are You Sure? Episode. Moments that, when arranged from start to finish, form a complete picture. Jimin and Jungkook's closeness that is anything but artificial. From Jimin's fear being soothed by Jungkook, to the small glances, spontaneous compliments, and the way they naturally lean on each other as if it's a habit, everything shows a bond built from years of comfort. If this is only the first part, I can't imagine what the next one will reveal. So if you don't want to miss the next Jikook moment breakdowns, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. See you in the next video. And get ready, because Jikook always finds a way to make us whisper. Did they really let the camera record that?